Hey everybody, Happy New Year. I'm coming to you from Florida where I'm spending a week with my wife, our kids, and my wife's family. And I hope you guys are having a great time with family and friends over this holiday break. And I hope you're as excited as I am about what we're going to accomplish in 2023. To that end, I wanted to send you a quick message on this first working day of 2023 about what's ahead for us. First, before I get started, I just want you to know how proud I am of all that we've accomplished over the past 7 years, but especially last year when we sold 5 million plus meals, taking our overall total up to 15 million meals since we started. And just huge progress on so many fronts, from production to commercialization to technology to retail to logistics to New York City. There was just so much wonderful work done to our food and our R&D team. I mean, and I'm sure I'm leaving some people out, to our customer success team and our partner success team and our strategic partnerships. I mean, we have really all executed on a high level. But this year in 2023, we have to take it, once again to the next level. So, of course, we're going to be growing the business, as you know. And so what that will look like is going from around 50 stores to 120 stores. Most of those will be in Southern California, but a lot will also be in New York City, and some will be in the Bay Area. But really for 2023, we're going to turn all of our focus to the customer and the customer experience. And so I wanted to tell you sort of a little story about what that means to me, because it's deeply personal. After the way that this business was started is that, I left a career on Wall Street and I came back to Los Angeles, and I basically watched a bunch of Netflix food documentaries, and one in particular was about the intersection of food and poverty. And so, that was the first time that I'd heard this, concept of food deserts and food inequality. And for me, it was such a big sort of clarion moment where it just seemed like healthy food should be a human right and not a luxury product. And so the first thing we did was started a nonprofit called Grocery Ships at the time, that is now called Feast. And so, picture, Manual Arts High School in the middle of South Los Angeles, this little bungalow on the side of campus where I was running these groups for parents who were living in a tough food environment, who wanted them to get themselves and their kids healthy. Dorcia, if you're listening to this, will remember that, because she was there, and so was Susanna Cabrera, who were the two members of the first or second ever Grocery Ships groups that were run in South Los Angeles. That's actually where I met Bryce as well. We were co-teaching some classes together. And so I would meet every week with these families in South Los Angeles and just hear about their experiences with food and family and culture and sickness, which was hurting, so many of their families. And it was really in that room where I sort of came to understand that, there really was sort of a need and demand for healthy food in all neighborhoods, and that, it might be possible to figure out a business to meet that need and to make lives better for those people, and for all people, really. And so I think about Dorcia a lot. I think about Susanna, both of whom are now, two of our first candidates in our social equity franchise program, which makes me so just happy and proud. And about all those people that were in those first groups. And to me, that's sort of the customer who I'm looking at. And so I think that this whole year should really be dedicated to how can we make their lives better, and how can we make Everytable better for them. And so some of the ways that we're going to do that is, first of all, our food. And you guys, you have got to see the food that is coming down the pike. Like, not only this launch that's coming out right now with these superfood bowls that are really incredible and just take our entrees and salads to a completely different level, but soon after that, we're coming out with incredible sandwiches and incredible wraps, a full breakfast program that is just out of this world. We're coming out with more drinks, more snacks. We're coming out with a full coffee program. We're piloting a bakery program using a partnership with Homeboy Industries, which I'll get into at a different time, but has a long history with Everytable, and is really, the reason or one of the key pillars for how Grocery Ships and Feast got started in the beginning. So the food, we're taking it up to a different level. The retail experience, so the experience in store, we're going to have more food, abundant food, better merchandising, better messaging, better flow, better technology, more content. We're going to have screens in store. We're going to allow self-checkout in store with the app. We're going to allow we're going to open for coffee and breakfast. We're going to extend our hours. I mean, we're doing so many things to make the experience better for customers. We're also doing a tremendous amount of work on brand and messaging. And what you're going to start to see is content coming out from us. Now, think about things like, videos about, how our food is made and, the chefs making them and how they came up with the dishes and the history of the dishes, and content about where our food is sourced from and our farm partners and, some of our incredibly mission-aligned partners like Crenshaw Coffee and Homeboy Industries. You're going to see a lot of that stuff coming. You're going to see screens in store, and Hema and Sumi have done an incredible job on piloting screens in store that are showing content, visual content about, what's happening at Everytable and who we are and what we're doing. You're also going to see just a massive amount of improvement in technology. Or the app that's coming soon that's going to allow self-checkout, but also be this beautiful, great, seamless experience. You're going to see a new website coming. So everything that we're doing is really geared towards giving our customers a better experience and a better sort of reason to stick with us and be loyal to Everytable and use us more frequently and come more often and really build sort of healthier and happier lives together. So, I just want everybody, if you can, to sort of join with me this year and, think about the customer experience and every single touch point that Everytable has, that a customer experiences us through, whether it's the website, whether it's the app, whether it's the subscription box on their doorstep, or our packaging, or the interior of our store, or our drivers saying hello, or what our vans look like. There's just so many different ways that we can up level and make things better for our customers. And I'd really like, the support and the focus of everybody on this team to really think through, what you personally can do and what ideas you have that can make things better for our customers. And I think that if we focus on this for our whole year, and really build that incredible experience on top of the operational foundation that we built, that there's really no stopping this company. And, from the beginning, the vision of this company has always been to, create change on a systemic level, to really build a company that was so big and so powerful that it really changed how the food system is working in this country and made it so that the dominant food is not, junk fast food and, the food you buy at 7-Eleven, but just really quality, high quality, fresh, made from scratch meals that everybody can afford. And, we've spent a lot of time building up to where we are, and it's just the beginning, and we have so much more room to run, and the opportunity is just so big for us, and the need is so big from our customers that, if we can just focus this year on, making things perfect for them, then I think that we're really on to something big and that can really, change the world. So thank you all for being on this ride with me. Give me a call if you want to chat, and look forward to talking to you soon. See ya.